policy
Chair.
monitoring. Were you involved in the syntax deliberations last 2019 ba? 2019? 2019?
No, Madam Chair, I'm
When did
very
you,
new.
yeah,
It was just
when did you
important.
join?
May 2023, officially.
Okay, so about a year. So you do know that I'm the author of the syntax law.
Yes, Madam
So,
Chair.
and you do know that I work directly with DOF to come up with a very strong syntax law.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Do you also know that in 2012 ba, I also was co-author of that syntax law?
Yes, Madam
You
Chair.
know? Ang galing mo naman. Taga-UP ka ba?
Yes po.
Sabi ko na eh. Okay, okay na tayo. No? Ano, on the lighter side lang, okay? Para wag ka naman kabahan. Um, in that syntax law, that was my first involvement in syntax law. I was actually still chairman of the Committee on Health. I was not the Ways and Means chair. My involvement was because then Senate President, I think he was Senate President, Senator Drilon stepped down, well, not stepped down, but took upon himself the role of chairing the hearings on syntax because, and Dr. Limpin, you will remember this, civil society demanded that the syntax law that would be passed would be reflective of the needs of the Filipino people on the healthcare aspect. Kasi all over the world, syntax, and I'm lecturing you a little bit, pasensya na ha, pero I want to be sure that we're aligned. Mahirap na yung, you know, you walk out of this and then you're not totally equipped with my history, so you know where I'm coming from. But it's also legislative history because my involvement is because of my role. So the Filipino people demanded, no, this is prior to the age of social media, they demanded that government comes up with a syntax law that protects health. Kasi syntax yan eh. Hindi naman yan ibang tax. Hindi naman yan real property tax. It's syntax law. And the essence of syntax law is collection of revenues, as all taxes are. But unlike other taxes, there is a big component to not just for the syntax to be collected by government and then put in the coffers of the Department of Health to purchase equipment, to build facilities, but really as a deterrent to the use of sin products. Aware ka naman dyan.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay. So if you get an opportunity to travel to countries like Canada, tama ba? And please, if the advocates can correct me if I'm wrong, sa Canada yata yung pinaka-extreme na you cannot even buy alcohol beverages in the store. You have to go to a separate facility. Mukha siyang all-white na facility. Tama ba? Canada ba yun? Kasi I've been to one country na pag doon ka lang bibili doon sa parang facility na doon lang ka lang makakabili ng alcohol. I'm not sure if it was cigarettes but alcohol. Anyway, may ganung extreme. And then as you know, some e-cigs and ends products are banned in particular countries. Like Singapore banned, no? In Southeast Asia, there's a couple, right? Cambodia, banned din ba? Burma, imagine 6 countries banned e-cigs and end products. Parang when we were debating the syntax, hindi pa yata yan 6, ano? It grew because their research saw how addictive this product is. And they decided to nip it in the bud. Geography. Sinong geography expert dito? Sino sa Southeast Asian countries ang island countries like ours? Definitely Singapore. Well, nakadikit siya, no? Dikit siya sa Malaysia. Pero at the end of the day, small or big, lahat naman tayo island pa rin naman eh. Maybe in Europe where some countries are really in the middle of the bigger continent, no? But if we're talking about smuggling, I don't think we're the only country in the world that has a smuggling issue. Okay? So going back to the history that I was saying, yeah. So going back to the history, I was particularly asked by then Senate President Drilon to help him pass the syntax law on the health aspect. Kasi sabi niya sa akin, akong bahala sa finance, ikaw bahala sa health. Because ako yung nag-aaral nung health impact ng mga harmful products. So at that time, we taxed both alcohol beverages and tobacco products. Wala pa yan yung novel tobacco products. So that was my involvement then. overturned a previous committee report by no less than your secretary. I hope you know that history. Kasi it is history. Pinaglalaban talaga natin yung syntax sa mga katulong. Now, I hope you also know that ano yung ano yung si Dr. Yu lang memorize na itong mga I don't memorize RA numbers, okay? It's not my job. That's in the archives. Pero 9211 ba ang ang tobacco? O naalala ko na sa dami ng paulit-ulit. Hindi pa ako senador nung pumasa yan. And that law had all these restrictions, di ba? And so forth. So dinatnan ko na yan. And already when I became health chair, so may mga restrictions na yan. But the tobacco lobby was still very strong. But the law was already passed na they were given time, di ba? Like by a certain time, bawal na mag-sponsor. Tama, di ba? Ganun yan. By a certain time, bawal na mag-sponsor ng mga tobacco. Because nga, the effect on the youth in particular by all these sponsorships, by all these visuals, really promotes a environment of smoking. Okay? So fast forward, almost 2 decades later, maybe 15 years later, and ito na nga, nag-emerge na yung novel tobacco products, we saw the same tactics emerging. Okay, so this is my lecture for those more on the finance and trade. Okay, if you know it already, thank you. If you don't, then kindly listen carefully. So we saw the same tactics emerging. They have doctors who will talk about the benefits of this new product. They will get celebrities to talk about the joys of yung parang sikat ka, social ka, hip ka if you're vaping. That's why to complement the syntax law, we were going to come up with a truly vape regulatory law. But I totally agree with Dr. Tony Dance. Ang nangyari is a vape liberalization law. Because what are the three main components of that vape liberalization law? After the syntax law was passed, and I will also tell you how it was passed. I was the chairman of the Committee on Ways and Means. It was my job to review syntax. And the Secretary of Finance, Secretary Dominguez, was very supportive of increasing syntax on harmful products. And the Speaker of the House was my brother, Alan Cayetano. So normally the House really have, well, everybody, there's lobby groups everywhere, no? But the House in particular has a strong Ilocos block that support tobacco farmers, tobacco industry, and so on and so forth. But because my brother was speaker, we were able to pass the syntax law with 3 protective measures. One is the age of use will be 21 years old. Second is FDA will be the regulatory agency. Why was that important at that time? Because at that time, pending pa sa Supreme Court yung FDA law ko din na 2009 yata, wherein we strengthened FDA, formerly BFAD, and said all health products will be under the supervision and regulation of FDA. So when DOH/FDA issued rules on tobacco, yung mga tobacco companies pumunta sa court. Sabi nila, hindi kami covered ng FDA. Bakit? Hindi kami health product. Space, nire-regulate. Ang pabango, nire-regulate. Pero yung nilalanghap na tobacco na alam ng buong mundo na makakasama sa'yo, hindi daw sila covered. Yan ang kausap natin. This is the industry that we are tasked to regulate. Ganun sila katinik. And it took 11 years. But finally, the Supreme Court ruled a year ago that tobacco products are regulated by FDA. But at the time that we were debating syntax, that case was still pending. Kaya kailangan kong sabihin doon, oy, vape products, FDA kayo ha. Expecting na ayaw nila ng ganon, pero it's a harmful product. It is what it is. Don't try to change that. So, it passed with the help of the Senate and the House.